Joining us now from the GOP Doctors Caucus is Congressman Buddy Carter. Sir, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You know, people at home who are sitting there, watching this day in and day out are going to get tired real quickly of the bickering back and forth.
There's no question about it. Now is not the time for partisanship. Now is the time for patriotism. Now is the time for us to all come together and to help the American people, to help the American workers, to help the American families, the small businesses that are the backbone of our economy. That's what we should be doing, not focusing on whether we're going to bail out the post office or whether we're going to decrease carbon emissions from airlines. Those are different subject matter. That shouldn't have anything to do with what we're talking about here.
Some of the things that are in Nancy Pelosi's COVID-19 bill, I think, surprised a lot of people. Let's bring them up. An Obama phone program, eliminating the post office's crippling debt, airlines cutting emissions, same-day voter registration, and extension of non-immigrant visas. I have to ask you, as a politician, why on earth would anybody put these kinds of things into a bill that's dealing with a deadly virus? Don't they understand the optics of that?
It's beyond me. For the life of me, I can't understand. I mean, these are things we're always taught. Stay in your lane. Make sure that you're concentrating on what you're supposed to be concentrating on. I serve on the select committee for climate change. What she's got in there having to do with carbon emissions, that's something we ought to be talking about in that select committee. Those are the type of issues that we address there, not when we're talking about saving people's lives, not when we're talking about saving our economy. We need to focus on what we are trying to do here. Instead, the speaker's wanting to play partisan politics. It's despicable.
Well, here's what the president has to say about this. He says, quote, Republicans had a deal until Nancy Pelosi rode into town from her extended vacation. The Democrats want the virus to win. They are asking for things that have nothing to do with our great workers or companies. They want open borders and Green New Deal. Republicans shouldn't agree. When do you think this gets done?
Look, it needs to be done as soon as possible. I can tell you, I'm in the district and people are hurting. And the small businesses are hurting. And I feel it. And it just breaks my heart to see all this happening. We've never experienced anything like this before. I'm a pharmacist. I was down at the pharmacy the other day. And I will tell you, people are concerned. They're very worried. And for the speaker to set an example like this, I think is very disheartening to the American public.
Well, Nancy Pelosi obviously has her own bill, but she was asked whether or not she would vote on a Senate version of the bill. And here she is.
If it's satisfactory, Jane, you're open to moving on the Senate bill?
If it's satisfactory. Let's give her a little space.
Do you have any
not only to me, but to my leadership and to my mother and to our chairman who worked really hard on our bill.
You know, sir, she's the vote wrangler. Is she going to allow that bill to go through? Is she going to allow her members to vote for this Senate bill?
I think at the end of the day, I have enough confidence still in Congress and in my colleagues across the aisle that they will do the right thing. Nancy Pelosi is obviously being pulled by the left wing of her party, and I think she's trying to appease them, and that's really sad to see her in such a situation like this. But nevertheless, I still have confidence. I still have faith that my colleagues across the aisle will do the right thing, focus on what we're trying to do here, save the American people, save the American workers, save small business here in America.
I like that positivity. Congressman, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.